you're struggling with your natural hair, you're not alone. Natural hair is not the easiest. It can be easy, once you learn your hair and everything, but in the beginning, it's rough. In the beginning, it's a learning process. We're not used to this different texture. A lot of us have had relaxers since we were, itty bitty. So we're used to having the straight hair, and once the hair starts growing out and you get the new growth, you're like, oh, time for a relaxer. So you're trying to learn now how to cope with this new texture. And it's not easy. It's a learning process. I was grateful enough to have, some friends around me who already were natural, and they, reassured me, and they let me know that once you cut the relaxed hair off and you're completely natural, don't expect your hair to just bounce right into place and to just, be able to do all this crazy stuff with your hair, because it's not always going to happen like that. Your hair, you're going to have to learn your hair, and your hair is going to have to get used to, hair is pretty much just going to have to be tamed all over again, pretty much. When you were relaxed and you look at other people who are relaxed, and they have like gorgeous hair, and it's nice and flowy, and does whatever they want their hair to do, it just falls into place, and you're like, how do you get your hair like that? And it's like, well, I trained my hair. And they're like, you trained your hair? And it's like, yeah, I trained it. Basically what I'm talking about is, I'll speak for me. When I was in ninth grade, like ninth grade and under, I used to not wrap my hair like my mom did my hair. And ninth grade, I started doing my own hair, and I saw one of my friends, and we played sports, and when we travel, I always noticed that she was wrapping her hair at night. And I was like, well, why are you wrapping your hair? And she was like, oh, girl, this is how I keep my hair, looking fresh every day. And so I was like, oh, okay. And her hair was really pretty. So I started wrapping my hair. And then next thing you know, after wrapping my hair, I realized that, your hair just starts to get trained to wrap. You ever notice that when you wrap your hair so often that when you go to wrap your hair, it just falls into place? It just automatically falls into the wrap. Your hair is trained. So when you take the wrap out, it just automatically falls beautifully. Your hair is trained. It's pretty much the same with natural hair. Once you cut the relaxed ends off, or you cut your hair completely bald, and you start from the big chop type of thing, you still have to train your hair. Your hair has to be trained to be twisted up. Your hair has to be trained to do a wash and go, or whatever the case may be, especially if you don't have those curls that automatically pop. You have to be able to train your hair to do what you want it to do, because it's not going to know what it's supposed to do when you're new to it. So it takes a while, you guys. It takes a process. It takes some time to find out what products work for you. It's okay to try those products that you see other people try, because that's the only way you're going to know what works for you. But don't break your pocket. Don't break your bank. Don't do any of that stuff to try to find, what products work for you. Keep with the basics. Um, Being natural, you don't have to use 100% natural products. Don't let anybody tell you that. There are, pros and cons to some of the ingredients that are in hair products, but there are plenty of naturals out there who don't use 100% natural hair products, and they have beautiful hair just as well. So don't feel that I'm going natural, so everything that I use has to be natural. Everything that I put into my body has to be natural. No. It's okay to do that. It's okay to use those type of products, because natural is always best. But if you buy products that have sulfate in it, if you buy products that have alcohol in it, if you buy products that have mineral oil in it, or whatever the case may be, you guys, it's not going to kill your hair. Um, it might not be the best option, but it's not going to kill your hair. You can still use it. I'm pretty sure you can still get the same, styles, but do what works for you. Um, but yeah, natural hair, you will struggle. You will have some good days. You will have some bad days. Um, but my thing is with natural hair, people just assume that when you go natural, it's going to be, so much easier, and I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that anymore. I can, do a wash and go, and I can just put my hair in a puff, and girl, I'm done. I'm good. But then when they go natural, they realize, I don't have that texture of the girl that I was watching on YouTube, or I don't have that same curl pattern of my friend who I went to college with, or something of that effect. Don't compare yourself to other people. Everybody's hair is different, and even if it looks closely to the next person, your hair is not identical to theirs. So your hair might not do what their hair does. Keep that in mind, okay? Um, do what works for you, pretty much. And over time, when you figure out what products work for you, when you figure out your routine, what methods work for you, then your hair will be such a breeze. Doing your hair will be a breeze because you have a routine. You have a regimen of how you do your hair. For me, for example, I have my video of how I wash my hair. I wash my hair while my hair is in twists, and those twists don't come out. I wash my hair all over while these twists are in my hair. Not these, but go to the video and you'll see. That's what works for me. I know that I cannot wash my hair in a loose fro because the minute that water hits it, it shrinks up and it mats up and it knots up, and I can't run my fingers through it. I can't do anything, and it just is downhill from there, because then I'm spending 2 hours trying to detangle my hair when I knew in the first place I shouldn't have been washing it completely loose. So I wash my hair in twists, and it saves me so much time washing my hair. When I first went natural, my hair was, I believe my hair was like 4 or 5 inches long. It shrank up a lot, but for the most part I could wash my hair loose, and I didn't have a problem washing my hair loosely and then detangling it, because my hair wasn't, it wasn't short, but it wasn't long. It was the in between stages. So it was still easy. But once my hair grew out longer to where it is now, I realized I can't do that. I realized that, oh my gosh, why is my wash routine taking so long? And, I just had to cut it out, and I was like, let me try detangling my hair and put it in some twist and washing it that way. And I figured out it saves me so much time. I can literally wash my hair in 5 minutes and be done. Can you do that with your natural hair? Because I can. My wash day, my wash evening, whatever, is so much easier, you guys. It's so much faster. I'm no longer upset when I have to wash my hair. I'm no longer fearful that I'm going to spend all day on my hair. The only time I'm going to spend all day on my hair is if I make the decision to spend all day on my hair because I want to do some special treatment. Other than that, I know I can get in and out washing my hair. If I wanted to wash my hair at 9 o'clock tonight, I can wash my hair at 9 o'clock tonight and be finished with my hair at least by 11. Because I let my hair air dry too, but styling and everything by 11. I can be done. And you just have to figure out what works for you. You have to find the products that work for you. Me, I'm a recovering product junkie. I used to buy a whole bunch of products, not like the higher end products, but like your drugstore, Walmart type products, hair products, and your beauty supply store products. But I just bought so much stuff, and I didn't even finish a lot of it. I just open one jar, start using it, open another jar, start using it. I never finished what I was using, and it just accumulated to be so much, and I was just like, my hair is always dry, my hair is brittle, it's breaking off, I have no shine, something's gotta give. And one day it was like a light bulb went off, and I was using um, like some of my staple products this particular evening, and it dawned on me, These products that I'm using right now are the same products that I was using when I went natural, when I first chopped off my relaxed ends. It worked back then, it's working now. Why don't I just stick to this? So that's what I did. I completely stopped being a product junkie and buying all this stuff, and I told myself, I disciplined myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use up all this stuff that I have, and I'm just going to, from now on, use my basics. And now my basic hair products is Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In, because my hair likes it, Jamaican Black Castor Oil, any kind, whether it be the lavender, the extra dark, or extra black, whatever, um, the coconut, it doesn't matter. As long as it's castor oil, my hair will love it. Grapeseed oil is my oil of choice. Um, and shea butter, or yeah, shea butter, African shea butter, and then Shea Moistures, the shea butter line. I love those. So those are my staples. Everything else, I don't need to buy it. I don't need no kinky curly. I don't need any I don't know, whatever. I don't need it. Those are my staples. And I do a lot of DIY hair products like the Keme Tube leave-ins. I make that. I make my shea butter whips. So my staples are right there. And if I wanted to experiment, I can experiment with these staples. You know? So I know that works for me. Find what works for you. Find what works for you. Stick to it. Create a regimen, a routine, and stick with it, and you'll realize that doing natural hair is not that hard. You have your hard moments, you have your hard days, your struggle days, but for the most part, when you find out what works for you and you find out a regimen and a routine, everything just seems to fall into place. So basically, for anybody out here who is transitioning to natural, or if you're newly natural, I highly, highly, highly suggest, in between you doing protective styles to grow your hair out, or to using protective styles to transition, I highly recommend that in between those styles, take your hair out and at least experiment with some of these twist outs, or experiment with a hair product. I would say maybe one or two hair products, and try to do a twist out, try to do a braid out, try to do a wash and go or something, just to see what your hair can do and what your hair likes. Because if you go through your whole transition or your whole beginning stages of being a newly natural, and you never kind of figured out what your hair likes or what your hair can do, then that's kind of when you get disappointed and when you get frustrated, because you're like, my hair doesn't do any of that. But if you take the time in the beginning stages to kind of learn your hair, feel the texture, wet it, maybe put a little bit of gel and see, does it curl up, does it do this, how does it work well with coconut oil, how does it work well with castor oil. If you do that in between your protective styles, by the time you're natural, by the time you do that big chop or that mini chop, you will have already known, okay, well, I if I can't do this style, I at least know my hair is okay with shea butter. I at least know my hair works well with Eco Styler gel. I at least know my hair likes liquid leave-ins instead of a creamy leave-in. You know, at least you have an idea of what your hair likes. But if you don't know at all what your hair likes, and you never tried to figure out, you just kept it braided up or twisted up the entire time you were transitioning, then you will struggle. So I just highly recommend that you at least try to figure out what your hair can do, what your hair likes. Just figure, just kind of work with it a little bit. Kind of get a feel of it, you know? Just get a feel of it before you actually make that leap. If you're newly natural or transitioning, you're not the only one struggling. Everybody with natural hair has their ups and downs. They have their days where they have bad days. I have bad hair days. I have days where my hair is dry. I have days where my hair, breaks off, or I have split ends, and I'm like, how am I going to get rid of this? So don't let these people believe don't let these people make you believe that every day is peaches and cream, and that try this product because it really works. Oh my gosh, my hair is so soft, my hair is so moisturized, you guys, this product is awesome. And they do that on every video, but they never tell you, you guys, today, yeah, I don't have no idea what I'm gonna do with this because this just ain't working for me. You don't see that. And I want to be able to keep it real like that, and show people, and my subscribers and whatnot, that we have those days too. We don't have it all figured out. I still deal with, insecurities or different things with my hair. For one, I still have dandruff. I still have to try to figure out how am I going to combat my dandruff. So if you're out there and you're natural, or you're even relaxed and you're struggling with dandruff, you're not alone. We all got it. People just don't want to talk about it. But, I'm still trying different methods, trying different things to combat my dandruff, and I want to be able to share that with you guys if you're struggling as well. So, we're just all here to help each other and encourage each other. Nobody is alone in this. If you're struggling, there are people here who can offer some advice. Um, but my thing is, what I really want to enforce, or what I really want to put out there is, if you're going natural, please do it for the right reasons, and don't do it just because it's the trend, it's the hottest thing now. Because being natural, I don't think should be a trend or a fad. Being natural is more of a lifestyle, because it's your hair. It's not like I'm gonna just decide to go natural tomorrow and then next month I'm just gonna change my mind and go back to a relaxer. Like, it's not something that easy, you know. So it's you have to be dedicated, and you'll find out some things about yourself and about your hair that you didn't know. Being natural brings about a different confidence, a different self-acceptance, because you're no longer relying on, my straight, relaxed hair that I can do Farrah Fawcett curls on. Now I gotta deal with this shrinkage, or I gotta deal with, you know, an afro or something like that, and rock it, and have me wear the afro and not the afro wear me. You know what I mean? So you have to have a different confidence, a different uh, acceptance to yourself. So that's basically what I have to say, you guys. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Comment down below if you are feeling the same way, that I'm feeling, or if you have ever felt like this. Just let me know your thoughts, because we're all in this together. Nobody's alone. And that's basically what I want to do on my channel. I just want to keep it real, and just show you guys, just take you guys on this journey with my hair. I've been natural for 2 years. 2 years and 2 months. I've been relaxer free for 3 years. So basically, I transitioned for a year going into natural. Then I cut my hair. So by the time I cut my hair, I think my hair was about down here, and it was shoulder length in the back. So I never really had a big chop. I never had a TWA, although when my hair shrunk up, it looked like a TWA, but stretched out, I had hair. But yeah, you guys, just let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.